Bad news, my friend. The Empire just landed heavy war droids in the region. Hunter-killers. The droids are patrolling the territory between you and the objective. If they detect you heading for that Imperial base, they'll raise an alert. We can't risk the base's blast shields closing before you get there. You'll have to disable those war droids quickly.
Scrapped Imperial war droids? Coming right up.
I'm sending the latest reconnaissance data on the war droids' positions. Eliminate them and continue on to the Imperial base.
Never a dull moment. We should visit war zones more often.
There, you have the data. Be careful. Over and out.
The ans alfrast no job, diabolus afstop fara.
That's quite enough of you.
Ay kagay papa fraujins ala pataik galakay in alama.
How was I supposed to know what would happen?
Jawarp, mi pane saiso, su raitis. In bizo ze waitais bila pressing kretai. In bize e wanata atragata injais.
Did Tulak Horde ever switch bodies when you were with him?
Aulas jasil manas ja taimar paus aiklas John launekai in kudaitin. Marstwe godzai akran byrawandans ja wanjandans in ufkunpa.
I don't suppose you have any idea where to start.
Jawais from Bamadaga I hosted them, mi vleladam, us miselaikum.
Darth Alatar, I believe we spoke once before. I hope you've settled into your new role. Your brief career has been of great interest to me. And with Darth Zash dead, I think it's time we finally met. If you'll be taking up Zash's work, we have much to discuss. Meet me at the tomb of Darth Andrew, outside Kar City.
I look forward to finally meeting you in person, my lord.
The feeling is mutual.
Something about that Thanaton guy rubs me wrong.
Your pirate friend has good instincts. Thanaton had me confined to Brahman Cast when we killed Scotia, and he'd have done worse if he'd had proof. He's not to be trifled with. Be careful.
Warren, I've disabled the base's blast shields. It's wide open for you.
We're almost there, but Colonel Finley detects a reactor surge coming from the base. Looks like the base commander initiated a self-destruct sequence. You don't have much time to stop it. Shut down all the security consoles in there as fast as you can. Hurry!
Thank you for meeting me here. Respect for his superiors is the mark of a good Sith. Of course, Zash would have did disagree with me passionately on that point, but then Zash never respected tradition.
Being Sith is about being free, not blindly following an arbitrary set of rules.
Be careful. That attitude may get you in trouble someday. Tradition, principles, history, the threads that compose our society. Zash refused to acknowledge how one little tug could ruin the whole tapestry. Your work was sloppy, brazen even, but the news of her murder was sweet.
I would hate for my actions to disappoint you.
I only hope the next time you'll be a little less obvious. Nevertheless, we're here to talk about you, not Zash. You have demonstrated remarkable ability. Though I am a stricter master than Zash, I think you'll find that to loyal followers of our traditions, I am not ungenerous.
I know the Sith code. Is there something else I'm supposed to know?
The Sith code is only the start. You must study the history of the Sith. Make it your own. Now, I wish to see how you work. This tomb belonged to Darth Andrew, Sith scholar and alchemist. I'm interested in his last writings, which were buried with him. Recover them for me, and we will discuss your place in my power structure.
Self-destruct aborted. The base is ours, Warren. Send in the troops.
Venom-toothed vipers always slithering. Up the walls, along the floors. Trespasser. You'll not have it. It's mine. It's the last place in the galaxy that's mine.
I just want the writings.
Never satisfied are you, my apprentice? The poison still fresh in my body. You defile my tomb. You and your sister both. The venom may have burned away my sight, but I know you. Don't make my mistake. Strangle your children at birth.
I'm not here to chat.
You will die before I hand over my writings.
Still inhabited tomb of a Sith Lord, unprepared. Look around you. See the bones, the tattered robes. This is where Thanaton leads those he despises to death. You follow him blindly when you should plan to defeat him.
Did you have a scheme in mind?
Listen, flesh of my flesh. I have felt something in you since the day we met. You have a rare pull among ghosts. It's a source of great power, but it has destroyed many a Sith. It's your only chance against Thanaton.
What do you mean I have a pull on the dead?
They sense you from far away as I did, and you rouse strong emotions in them as with this ghost. In my time, there were mystical movements among the Sith that sought to communicate with ghosts and harness their power. A Sith named Ergast was said to devour ghosts the way your Dashad devours Force users. His knowledge was buried with him near the Dark Temple. Seek this knowledge.
I don't see how this ritual will save me from Thanaton.
Thanaton wants you dead. Defeating this ghost will not only get you the writings, but also give you immense power. Don't make me remind you again that you are the last hope of our lineage. You must augment your power before you face Thanaton. I will not have the strength to defend you again.
Doc, what are you doing here?
I'm busting you out, sweetheart. Where else would I be?
Why didn't you mention knowing her back at the briefing?
Between all you military types, I couldn't get a word in edgewise.
We thought we'd lost you, Metal.
She's healthy as ever. Life signs green across the board.
Where are the other prisoners?
The Empire executed them. I was next. You came just in time.
We're glad you're safe. Please, tell us what you discovered about the Empire's cloaking device project.
Imperial scientists left Balmora with the prototype when the Republic invaded. It's long gone.
Metal, I sense great conflict within you. I know you're lying. What are you afraid of?
Wait just a minute, she's one of us.
Warren wouldn't accuse her of lying unless he was certain.
The truth will come out. Wouldn't you rather be the one who reveals it?
When Nicolin hears the truth, he'll want to kill me. Promise you'll stop him.
No one will hurt you. Tell us everything.
Take it easy. Whatever this is, we'll work it out.
The Empire offered me a deal. Cooperate or die slowly. I told them everything about the Resistance. Names, locations, plans.
I knew it. The Empire has been slaughtering our people using your information.
Give them something they can use. Tell them about the cloaking device.
The Empire is studying it at the Balmoran Arms Factory. It's there, I promise.
Why did you lie before? Why not tell us where to go?
I was afraid if you went there, you'd find out what I'd done.
You know the price of betrayal.
Wait, she has enemy intelligence. She could be an asset.
Colonel Finley needs information on the Empire. You work for him now.
I'm sorry, Nicholas. I had no choice.
Metal was ours to punish. The Resistance will not forget this insult.
Neither will I. Thanks for saving her. I owe you.
The Balmoran Arms Factory is the Empire's biggest stronghold. Assaulting this base was one thing, but taking on that fortress...
I know that place inside out. Need a shortcut through that Rancor's den? Well, I'm your man.
What would a medic know about a weapons factory?
Ran a hospital there when it was Resistance territory. I still know people inside.
His knowledge and expertise will come in handy. Take him with you.
Hey, if the Imperials attack with grenades, you can throw Doc on them.
Colonel Finley and I will coordinate a full offensive against the Empire. We'll clear you a path to the Balmoran Arms Factory. The rest is up to you. Get that cloaking device prototype at all costs. May the Force be with us.
Of August, Lord of the Sith, keeper of his knowledge. Who stands before me, and what do you wish to learn?
Teach me the ritual that allows me to devour the dead.
There is no such ritual. The dead cannot be consumed. But ghosts may be bound and their strength borrowed for a time. You must pull on the tether that connects life and death. You must learn to bind both sides of the Force, life and death, in what is known as the Force Walk.
Enough of this mystical nonsense. Teach me the ritual.
If that is your desire, my master has no secrets. Know to the bones that lay around you. Not everyone is able to master the ritual of force walking. But if you are willing, drink from the cup before me. It is poison, but it will not kill you. Have you drunk? Good. The poison will take effect quickly. Then you may learn the ritual of the Force Walk. Now that you are unconscious, we may begin. The ritual has two parts. First is the pacification. An angry ghost cannot be tethered. The second part is the binding. A willing ghost is easier to bind, but by leaving the ghost's will, you draw less of his power. A pact may be formed to bind the ghost willingly, sealed with blood, or the ritual of binding may be performed. Good. You're a quick learner. It's been a long time since a creature of such promise has entered my tomb.
There has to be more to this than a little dreaming.
A very quick learner indeed. You might just make it out of here alive. This is the test. Bind me, and you go free. I'll walk with you a time and see the Empire once more. Fail, and I kill you. And don't bother trying to make a deal with me. I'll not go willingly. You have passed the final test. I am now your slave, and my power is yours. I am bound to your life, and you to my death. Use my strength to shield yourself against your foes.
Back again. I hear you're slithering. Venom-toothed viper. The only cure for madness is madness. What's happened? What did you do to me? You're not my son. Bring me that treacherous scoundrel so I can cut him open.
What does it look like I'm doing?
Yes, I recognize it now. The ritual of force walking. I'd heard of it, but I didn't believe it existed. Do you really think you can handle my power? It doesn't matter. You won't have me. This is my last stronghold, and I won't be your slave.
I think you misheard. I wasn't asking.
You treacherous...
Against Thanaton's wrath. Take this one's writings and show Thanaton what a good apprentice you've been.
I got what you wanted.
You've put me in a difficult position. When Zash disobeyed me and had Scotia killed, tradition demanded she be killed and her power base destroyed. Believe me when I say I wish that you had stayed in that tomb. It will pain me to watch you die.
Spare me the fool's tears. I'm ready to fight you.
You are entitled to defend yourself. In fact, I'd expect nothing less. May the Force welcome you with open arms. Kill him. You truly are relentless. I can see now why Zash chose you. But this has carried on long enough. Astonishing. I didn't expect one as reckless as you to have prepared such a defense. Unfortunately for you, I am older and wiser and studied in rituals you can't even imagine. I have business on Malachor 3. Prepare my ship and dispose of this mess.
Yes, my lord.
My lord, you're awake. We need to hurry out of here. If Thanaton finds out you're still alive, we're all in trouble.
Let Thanaton find me. I'll kill him.
I don't think you have the strength for that yet, my lord. Let's get back to the ship with the others. We can figure out what to do from there.
My lord, you're back.
Thought you were gone. I could get trampled by a bantha herd and not get knocked around as bad as you.
We followed Thanaton's servants, cut them down, and pulled you out of a ditch. You didn't have a pulse at first, but then Carl noticed you were still warm. I don't know how you survived that.
That explains why I'm still alive. Where's Thanaton? You sure you're ready to face him? He did a real number on you.
Your survival is the most remarkable thing I've ever witnessed. I still can't quite figure it out. It seems Thanaton's ritual was too powerful for your shield. But he didn't fully understand the bond between you and the dead. To kill you, he would have had to purge their spirits. You died, and their very presence kept you alive.
That's great, but what do? We can't wait for Thanaton to come back and kill us.
If only we knew Thanaton's vulnerability. He's not part cyborg by any chance?
No. Thanaton despises modification of that kind. He only defended Scotia because he liked me less.
We need to make it so Thanaton can't break through your shield.
Corin's right. His servant said he looked pretty drained after he knocked you out. Just a little more power.
It's a gamble. None of us know what the cost of acquiring so much power so quickly could be.
I'm well aware of the cost, but I'll risk it. We don't exactly have other options, do we?
So where do we find more ghosts?
The Jedi on Taris were investigating something of that nature. I sent a man to investigate shortly before my unfortunate change. I'd have to do more research on the matter to confirm, but I suggest making contact with him.
One won't be enough. When I face Thanaton again, I want to crush him.
I wish we had more to go on, but right now that's all I have.
Corin and I will dig around too. And we'll keep an eye on Thanaton. If he makes a move, we'll let you know. Good luck, my lord.
You know, I think I heard the ship's engine making a strange noise earlier. Mind if I check it out sometime?
Do you think it's a serious problem?
Won't know until I look. Probably just space dust. We gotta be sure. I'm no expert, but a buddy of mine back before the war taught me most of what I know. Carl Norn, best technician I knew. Worst card player. Could never see when the deck was stacked against him. And it always was.
You have quite the colorful group of friends.
Pirate business has all kinds of people. Made me first mate after the war. On a ship called the Bloodshot Ranker. I learned a lot before he gambled the ship away. But you're sick of hearing me jabber, huh?